So today, Busisiwe Mkwebane was back at the parliamentary inquiry into her fitness to hold office. Much of the morning dominated by trying to work out the status of her legal team. Now, last week they staged a dramatic walkout led by Advocate Dali Mpofu. But today, a letter from her attorneys said her legal team didn't actually withdraw. So Busisiwe Mkwebane then asked to be excused. That request was denied. Matters proceeded. She didn't have a legal representative with her. Neels Van der Merwe, a senior legal services manager, was giving testimony. He worked at the Office of the Public Protector. He faced questions this afternoon. So I'm joined now by Qubudile Richard Dyantyi, who chairs the committee. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for your time. So I think we need to go back to last week because we're all still trying to figure out exactly what happened. And I'm not even sure if you know exactly what happened, because if I read back some of the transcripts of what Dali Mpofu said, just to refresh our memories, what he said is anything beyond the point of the application would be an endorsement of illegal activities. So he was saying he was given a mandate to get a postponement. Once that was denied, he could do nothing more. But then he ended up by saying, good luck, we'll see you again, maybe, or maybe not. And then the public protector is quoted as saying, I didn't give a mandate to my legal team. So there seems to be a disjunct between the two. I think that's what they discussed with their attorney. I'll discuss this with them. I'll have to find an attorney who will have to proceed with the matter or convince the legal team. So what is your understanding of the status of her legal team? Are they still representing her or are they not?
Thank you, Soli. Good evening, and good evening to all the ENCA viewers. What you would have quoted is in verbatim what would have happened on Thursday. And on Friday, we had her back in the committee where she needed to give an explanation of what happened on Thursday. And it is in that meeting of Friday that she continued to say that they had not walked out, there's no termination of mandate, and that she needed time until yesterday to sort out things. Just from where we're sitting when we met today, so both the attorneys of record, the Sianejo attorneys, and as well as the public protector, are saying what you saw on Thursday did not happen. So we saw Senior Counsel Mpofu and the attorneys walking out. They said that which we saw did not happen. And therefore, there was no walkout, there was no march out, there's no termination of mandate. But what we could not get today is exactly what happened from their side. We would have posed those questions, both from the chair and members, without any answers. And in my summary, I indicated as such that all questions were unanswered. And as a result, because we have a responsibility to discharge as a National Assembly and as members of Parliament who have taken an oath, we have to balance the rights of the PP, of her legal representatives, as well as our rights and duties as members to ensure that we continue the proceedings. So we have after 2 hours of listening to explanations of withdrawal or not withdrawal, but on paper, attorneys of record are saying we still are the attorneys. The public protector, as she did on Thursday and Friday, she says her legal team has not withdrawn. So today we continue. So today we continue today because I would have indicated as a chair that the Constitutional Court in this important case would have indicated that she is entitled to legal representative, and that legal representative, which is legal practitioners. It is not about just the issue of the senior counsel. And today I gave a proper directive to the attorneys of record that they have no permission to leave. They are not excused. They're going to be part of that meeting, which they had to until 1. We're continuing tomorrow to hear the evidence of Mr. Neels and conclude tomorrow, and then plan the dates for her coming back and do the cross-examination of the last 2 witnesses, and in order to explain to us why she must be exonerated.
All right. So a couple of issues that came up today. First of all, my understanding is that the original reason they want the postponement is because Dali Mpofu is actually seized with that attempt to deal with her suspension and getting it overturned. Isn't that a good reason, though, to adjourn for a few days?
So here it is, so that you connect the dots. Last week, Thursday, was an application for the postponement, call it adjournment. After listening to that, we declined that application, and that is when Senior Counsel Mpofu did what he did. And Friday, when we met as a committee and having acceded to a request to go and speak to a team of legal representatives, we indicated Friday already that today and tomorrow we're proceeding with the hearings.
But what I'm saying is, isn't it a good reason to ask for a postponement if your attorneys or your advocate's really busy with something else that relates to you? Isn't that a fair reason to ask for a postponement? Why did you say no to a postponement?
We had legal representative in the meeting.
What do you mean?
That's what is needed.
Okay.
Because today and tomorrow is the leading of the evidence, and then thereafter there's going to be cross-examination, and everything done today and tomorrow will be entirely on record. So Sianejo was there, which is the official item of record.
Okay, I hear you, but because one of the things that was discussed today is that doesn't she have an absolute right to legal representation? Are you saying that because Sianejo was there, actually she did have legal representation, so that argument is moot because there was a big push, I think, by the EFF to argue around that issue?
Yes. No, that argument is moot because the court indicated that she's entitled to legal representative or legal practitioners. Here's an item of record who the senior counsel is a client of. So there is no issue about her being left alone.
I see.
And in addition to that, whatever that will happen is in any case on record for them to interact with that when they do the cross-examination.
I hear you.
And she's still entitled, even in the absence of a legal team, if there's a question she wants to ask or clarity, because she accounts to the National Assembly herself as a public protector.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for giving us an understanding of what happened today and why. And tomorrow is going to be another interesting day, I am sure. Good luck to you. Thank you very much. That, of course, is Qubudile Richard Dyantyi, who chairs the Section 194 Committee into the fitness of the public protector to hold office.